Hi everyone. You want to split this particular name into first name, middle name, last name, and you're using this left, mid, right formulas, and you got tired of these formulas. You want to use a single formula to split this into multiple cells. If that's the case, you can use this particular formula we are going to cover today, which is called text split. So what is this formula? We are splitting single text into multiple columns or rows. So let's see the formula is equal to text split. This is the text I want to split. Based on what? Column delimiter. Which column delimiter you want to use to split the cells? Here I have space as a delimiter, right? So I'm using space as a delimiter. And others are all optional fields. So I'm ignoring it for the moment. I'm just closing it over here. So it splits simply my first name, middle name, and last name. So let's see one more example. Is equal to text split. Here I want first name and middle name in the first line and last name in the second line. So now I have to use column delimiter and also a row delimiter. This is the advantage of using text split formula. We have a row delimiter as well. So column delimiter is same space. For row delimiter, I have a dot. So I'm using a dot. If I have something like this, space in both the places, it splits in the same way. It won't change just because you are giving, we need to separate delimiters to work in this particular way. So that's why I'm giving column delimiter as a space and row delimiter as a dot. And then ignore empty cells. You want to ignore any empty cells. If you have, for example, two spaces, it will ignore those. Or you want to include that spaces. So this is like optional field for me now. And case sensitive. So whatever delimiter you are giving, space, comma, it can be text as well. For example, you want to split by something called A or something called 1. You want to split something using that. In that case, A means capital A, small a, both are there, right? So we need to be case sensitive. Whether you want to be case sensitive or insensitive, you can select this option. So these are the various options we have in text split. So this is how it got split. Ravi and Teja in the first line and Grandi in the second line. Because it's blank, it will just show an error code NA. So let's see an example where we have a case sensitive data is equal to text split. This is the same text I'm selecting, space. And for row delimiter, I'm selecting G. So now I have capital G over here. For example, if I give small g, ignore empty cells, and case sensitive match or case insensitive match. So I'm selecting case insensitive for the first example. So even though I have given small g, it still picked the data. For example, if I change this to case sensitive, what will happen? It doesn't split the data because it's a case sensitive g and there's no small g in this particular name. So it won't split the data. If I have case sensitive data, you have to use 0. If I have case insensitive data, we have to use 1. So I hope this helps. Thank you.